I'm packing up all my stuff that I'm bringing just in this backpack. Like, I'm not even bringing a carry-on this time. Like, no clothes. I have clothes in LA because Leo peed on my carry-on, so I don't know how to clean it yet. You want me to shut you in? Bye. Bye. Nope, sorry. I'm at the airport. It feels so weird to like only have a backpack and not a carry-on. You got a window seat. I hate when airlines try and like get you to do every little add-on. Like, no, I don't need $40 for priority. I got here 2 hours early. I think I'm okay. I just ate at Chili's, which I think is so funny because growing up, I always watched The Office, and they would always go to Chili's.
I want my baby back, baby back, baby back. I want my baby back, baby back, baby back. I want my baby back.
And so I always thought it would be the funniest thing to go, and I've never been, even though it's not like a cool restaurant. Also, I have a friend named Brandon that worked at a Chili's, and he absolutely hated it and told me to never go there. But I went anyways, so Brandon, this vlog is dedicated to you. Probably would never go again. I only went because it was the closest thing in this terminal. It's right there. One of my most commented comments is, how do I afford to travel so much, and how do I travel so much? Like, how does that even happen? So yesterday I filmed a little bit trying to answer this question. Come on, let's get a low priced flight. Let's go. Let's go. All right, that's decent. So one of my most asked questions is, how do I afford to travel so much? How do I travel so much in general? Just like how? Just travel and how? I racked my memory of places that I've been since the start of 2016, January, and since January, I have gone from Seattle to LA to Hawaii to LA to Vegas to LA to Hawaii to LA to Texas to LA to Seattle and now I'm about to go back to LA. So that's like 31 flights that I've been on this year. Are you paid attention? So I'm at the airport like 3 times a month going somewhere new. Sometimes I'm booking flights the day before, like I literally just did. And I know a lot of you guys want to know how I do that, how I've gotten to that point. The 2 biggest factors are, my life seems really cool, and honestly it is. I really love my life. Like, I'm not gonna say that I don't like my life, like that'd be stupid and depressing. I know a lot of you are younger and you're watching this and you want my life of like, I'm always at the airport going somewhere, and you're sitting here watching my videos and maybe you're only 14 or 15 and you've been on an airplane once or twice in your life. Just know I used to be that 14 or 15 year old too that used to only be on a flight like once or twice in my life. And a big part of traveling and all of this is, the reality is you're just not old enough to get these opportunities yet. And I know that's frustrating, but I went through it as well. So this year, as a 21-year-old, I've gone to like 30 different places. So I went back and I looked through when I was 20 years old, how many places I went to. I went on 12 flights, which is less than half of what I've gone on this year. And I was younger, it makes sense. So when I was 19, I only went on 5 flights, which is less than half of the year before that. As you can see, as I've gotten older, I've traveled more. Also, this is the first time I've ever used math in a real life situation, a graph, to show you guys. And it was totally unnecessary, but I did it because math, yeah. Okay, you get it though. I've gone on a lot of flights this year compared to last year. Now I can get off this hard ground. And that's just how it goes. And that's how it's gonna go for you too, unless you win the lottery. But if you're not 18, you can't even get a lottery ticket. And you also can't even check into a hotel or rent a rental car. So it kind of makes sense. Like, if you're under 18 and you want to travel, where are you gonna sleep or go? You kind of just can't yet. Alright, so now I'm gonna answer the question of how I afford to travel so much. My situation is a little different because I would say half the flights I don't even pay for, companies pay for to take me places. Depending on your kind of job, you'll probably get flown places too. That happens. But as you guys know, I go from Seattle to LA all the time. But the thing with that is it's actually not that expensive to go from Seattle to LAX. LAX is such a big airport, flights are so cheap going through there. If you book in advance, there are flights from Seattle to LA, one way it's $35. So when I commute once every 2 weeks from Seattle to LA next month, I'm gonna book my flights in advance and it's gonna cost me $200 total. $200, like you could go to the mall and spend $200 on shoes so easily. And that's another big thing is I don't really spend money on material things as much. Because really at the end of the day, I'd rather be staring out of an airplane window instead of a storefront looking at mannequins and things to buy. Landed in LA. My flight was bad and good. Usually it's very easy, but it was delayed for 2 hours, which, you know, I'm not gonna complain that much. It's not the worst thing in the world, but it was a little bit frustrating because I booked my flight on American Airlines and Shelby gave me a bunch of grief for it. She was like, don't do that, it's gonna get delayed. They're the worst. And I was like, it's not gonna get delayed. I'm gonna be fine. Yeah, no, it got delayed. I'm going to Buffalo Wild Wings because Mackenzie's here and she told me to meet her here.
Throw my hands in the air.
Happy birthday! Someone's birthday. How are you guys? They're playing the throwbacks right now. I just gotta acknowledge it. If you don't know this song, now you know this song. Playing the throwbacks right now. I just gotta acknowledge it. If you don't know this song, now you know this song.